My name is Mamiki Katani. I'm a registered professional nurse at Umbuzo Health.
So what is your role when attending and or contacting members presenting with COVID-19 symptoms or who have tested positive?
My role is to give psychological support to our members as well as to educate our members with regards to the symptoms that may come about due to the COVID infection, as well as to educate them with regards to how to protect their loved ones and other people around them from contracting the infection, and most importantly, to make them aware of what to look out for in order for them to know when to seek medical attention.
What do you believe is the value of your interaction with the members?
The value I see is with our members is in the connection that we make with them, for them to never feel alone in this journey and for them to know that we are just a phone call away.
Many members are extremely anxious. What did this do to you?
Their anxiety levels is the thing that makes me see how much support they need as members. The connection that we make has really motivated me to want to help them more.
Tell us about a specific case that had an impact on you.
The one case I remember is one of a lady that was discharged a day before New Year's Eve. And she was telling me that she slept well the first night at home, and then on New Year's Eve, the night of New Year's Eve, she called me to say that she was sitting on the sofa, breathing well, still on oxygen, and when she tried to go back to bed, to relax in bed, she noticed that the tips of her fingers were turning bluish. So she stood up and put a mask on, breathed her oxygen, and then she was feeling better. So the thing that made her decide to call was that she was wondering now, is she going to survive the night? So when she called me, I really started now trying to get her to get back to hospital, but to my surprise, she actually refused, saying that she felt like if she went back to hospital, she will not come back home. So I asked to speak to her husband, and he also agreed with her that she was not in a position to go back and he didn't want to force her, so they stayed. So she asked me to pray with her, and then I did. So when I asked her where she was at the time, she said she was standing outside lifting up her hands to the heavens. And that really touched me, and I said to her, I need her to go try to sit in the house, and I want her to allow me to breathe with her. And she did that, even though she was afraid to go back into the house because she was saying that when she sits or tries to lie down, she turns blue again. So when she went back, she said, yeah, I'm sitting now. What do you want to do with me? And I said, let's breathe together. So I explained to her how to breathe while she had her oxygen on. And as she was breathing with me in the way that I was explaining it to her, she said to me, Sister Mamiki, I'm turning pink again. I'm good again. So can I call you every time this happens? And I said, yes. So she actually called me about 3-4 times that night, and we agreed round about 10 o'clock at night that, if anything else happens, please give me a call. I'm not going to sleep. I'm waiting for you to call me should anything happen. So I went on with my night, and round about 4:04 in the morning, she gave me a call. And she said, Sister Mamiki, we made it. I'm actually looking at the sun rising on the first day of the first month in a new year. So that really was very special to me. And I just realized at that moment that the support that we give to our members is so big, it's so touching, it's so deep to an extent that we sometimes are not aware of what it does for them. So, yeah.
What was your most precious moment?
The most precious moment, I'll go back to that story to say that when she called me to say, Sister Mamiki, we made it, it was such a special thing that came. It was in the way that she said it that really told me that we are doing something greater than what we think we're doing.
Absolutely. And then lastly, what did you learn?
I learned that human beings are amazing beings. We have the ability to carry one another in spirit, especially at times like these. We carry one another in such a way that we survive together. So it just confirmed to me that really no man is an island. We do need each other.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.